Everyone has been having an amazing night. I do apologize for being this late, but I could not announce the time that I will be coming on because, as you have witnessed yourself, they have been shutting your brother down. So when I announce when I'm coming on, they set it to shut me down at that time. So I have to surprise you and hop on. Sister Sabira Gold, walaikum salam MGT for NOI. Peace, healthy, Bazi. Peace from LA, where I'm from. Peace, family, peace. I'll let it get up to about 100 really quick, and we're going to go in. Peace, Slayzilla, walaikum salam. Zap God. Haircut clean, doing my best. Okay, family, so as you know, as of right now, yes, they have been shutting your brother down. So I cannot announce exactly the times that I will be jumping on. I can announce the day and around what time. But after that occurs, I will no longer be able to announce directly what time because they shut me down. Okay, family. Let's get this out of the way. Number one, anyone who is listening right now, you have to be an intellectual thinker. You must be a thinker. Walaikum salam, Supreme Third Eye. Walaikum salam, my brother Mark from Kentucky. Peace, King Tadashi. Jack Tripper, peace, family, peace. I'm not the boss, but I'm your brother. Peace to you. Peace. All right, family, so this is what we're going to do. What up? Peace, family, peace. So we are in here, okay? This is where we at. Number one, emotions. Emotions, you must leave emotions out of this discussion. Number one, intellectual thinkers, strategists, military operative-minded individuals, those who have an intellect. We do not operate off of emotion. We operate off of intellect and strategy. We are taught in the Nation of Islam that we must rise above emotion into the thinking of God. Very simple. God is mathematic. He is scientific. He is strategic. He is not emotional. Peace from Sudan. Peace to my beautiful family in Sudan. Peace to my family in Texas. Peace to my family all over the world if you are watching. So we are going to go into something very quick. Walaikum salam to my family in Australia. Intellect. Number one, if you are an emotional person, I will respectfully ask you to either leave this live or hold your emotion until you get off of this live. I am not the brother with emotion. I am brother Rizza Islam, brother who brings facts. And facts do not require your agreement to be facts. So we are going to go into something quickly. Number one, Childish Gambino, peace to my family in Germany. Childish Gambino, number one, stop worshiping celebrities. Boom. Number one, stop worshiping celebrities. That's point number one. That's possibly the most powerful point that I'm going to give you in this entire discussion. Peace to my family in Iceland. Beautiful to see you on here as well. Peace to my family in Canada. I'm going to say assalamu alaikum to my Muslim family. I'm going to say peace be with you to my Christian family. I'm going to say black power to my Black Panther family. I'm going to say Islam to my Moorish family. I'm going to say Ungawa to my other family. I'm going to say peace, love, Rastafari to my Rastafarian family, and any other greeting, namaste, to my Buddhist family, because we are family. Now, you must go into, and I know a lot of people are jumping in. Okay, I'm going to go into it, family. Number one, we are not going to be intellectual, but we're going to be intellectual. I'm going to say it again. We're not going to be intellectual, but we're going to be intellectual, non-emotional. So Childish Gambino, with the video that he did, shook up a lot of things. Not only Childish Gambino, shalom to my Hebrew Israelite family, but he shook up a lot of things. Very important piece here that everyone needs to look at. When you are witnessing an artist who decides to step out on courage to call out the police department, the number one gang on the planet is the police department. Let us get this straight right now. J.B. Stoner, the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. J.B. Stoner, who was the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. He stated that in the future we will not need to wear hoods. In the future we will wear police badges. We will wear doctors' robes. We will wear judges' robes. The police are the number one domestic terrorist group on the planet. They are the number one gang organization. These are things we need to focus on. Please make sure you write this down, because I'm going to go over a few laws that are being proposed before Congress, that have been proposed today, and that have been proposed in January, and I think another one that has been proposed in March. I'm going to give us a few things that we truly need to be focusing on, rather than the damn fact that another artist who is a black man or a black woman or original man or original woman or Asiatic man or Asiatic woman happens to be married to a Caucasian person. Oh my God, that's so terrible. Let me say this to you. Anyone who is so simple-minded to where you will literally forget the entire agenda of your people because one or a few of your own happens to be in the bed with the children of the slave master, you have a slight issue emotionally. And I'm going to say this. Number one, Rizza, are you saying that you support interracial marriage? No, I do not. However, don't get emotional. We have to think. Do not get emotional with me. We must think, because this is a different time. I don't support interracial marriage. No, I don't. I am in the Nation of Islam. I don't know what you thought, but I am in the Nation of Islam. The same Nation of Islam that Brother Malcolm X, El-Hajj Malik El-Shabazz was in. The same Nation of Islam that Dr. Khalid was in. The same Nation of Islam under the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Listen to me, please. This is not no joke. This is not playtime and fun. I am a fruit of Islam, a military soldier in the Nation of Islam. I do not disagree with what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches nor has taught. However, you must understand something very clearly. There are black people who are with white people today, and I'm speaking to everyone. We in the Nation of Islam understand that there are people. We got brothers and sisters in the world who are with white people. And they say, oh, well, it's just love is love. Okay, no. Love is not just love. Let's correct that. But I'm not going to attack you because you are with someone who is white. I'm not going to attack you for that, because that would make me no better than a racist white person. It would make me no better than a Klansman or Klanswoman. We must rise above emotion into the thinking of God. I am not about to sit here and attack my own brother because he's with a white woman, especially if he had enough courage and testicular fortitude, enough balls, if you will, to call out the police in a music video, to call out America for her hypocrisy in a music video, to call out America's disgusting treatment of not only black people, but all members of the human family, to call out America's foreign and domestic policies, to call out America's control over the music industry, specifically the Ashkenazi Jewish, Khazarian Jew control over the industry, and to push the homosexual agenda through music. He called it all out. He called out the hypocrisy of America, being able to be in a church and pray, but then still get shot up and murdered by a white person. He called out America for being able to smoke a blunt, not get stopped by the police, but being able to literally kill somebody and the police walk right by you, and then he can hand off a gun. The gun gets taken care of like a little baby. But no one gives a damn about the people who he just shot and murdered. You need to understand the message. The thing that we get focused on is the most irrelevant damn thing about everything. You will literally have a brother risk his life. Just so you know, that's what Childish Gambino did. I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm not really caring about that. I operate on facts. And we must operate on actual facts, period. Because black folks are the only one who have virtually not a damn thing, but we focus on everything that has nothing to do with our agenda. I'm not focusing on the fact that the brother's married to a white woman. Let him be married. His damn marriage is not going to guarantee me my freedom, nor is it going to guarantee yours, nor will it prevent your freedom, nor my freedom. So, as I digressed, we do not support interracial marriage in the Nation of Islam. No, we do not. But we do not attack people who do. our power is reserved for the real enemy. And the real enemy is not our brother nor our sisters. So you can take your emotional self and go over there. But for those of us who are soldiers, who are fighting for the freedom, justice, equality of the people, we don't have time to go into someone's bedroom and say, why are you laying with the child of the slave master? Excuse you? You clearly don't have a big enough enemy. You must not be woke enough yet. If 1 or 10 or 1,000 of our brothers and sisters want to go and be with a white woman or a white man, fine. Go do that. But for me, for Brother Rizza Islam, I will be marrying a black woman because I sincerely find no need for being with a white woman. Doesn't mean I hate white women. Of course not. Why do I hate you? I don't need to hate you. I love my own. My family is a black family. If I were in slavery, I wouldn't be able to be with a white woman. When I was in slavery, it was the black woman. And I said when I was in slavery because we represent one another, don't we? We represent our ancestors, don't we? So we have to speak in third, fourth, fifth person. When we as a people were in slavery, the black woman is who was there for us. When we were in slavery, the black woman was the one who cleaned our wounds. The black woman was the one who allowed us to receive some form of love. When we were stinking, when we were broken down, when we had no knowledge of ourselves, our language, our culture, our religion, our God, it was the black woman who was there. And I think she deserves some love and respect. I believe she does. I personally believe she does. So black love does not equal white hate. Don't ever try to change anything into a reverse racial type of circumstance nor situation. I don't give a damn about any one of these individuals who sit here and say we should focus on the fact that he's married when we don't have banks, we don't have enough schools, we don't have hospitals, we don't have grocery stores, we don't have seaports, we don't have airports, we do not have a full independent everything, but you have all of the right in your goddamn mind to focus on the fact that someone is married to a white woman as though this is something new. As though some of you watching my live right now ain't never dated no white person in your life. See, let's not go all the way there. Because if you for the people, you for the people. Period. If the brother does something for the people, good. Then his white wife, we need to understand, honey, I know I married you for whatever reason, but this is for the people though. I can respect that. You did that in the video for the people. See, your actions spoke for the people. Now, however, for the overall action of your people, you married a white woman. Therefore, you're not entirely committed to the struggle, but you did your best with what you have with the knowledge you got. I respect that, bro. You take that. That's fine. I don't hate you. You did something. I respect that. See, we need to understand the crabs in a barrel thing is quite large. It's not crabs in a barrel anymore. It's crabs in an entire pool. You will pull down any one of our people who do something positive. But the moment one of them steps out and does something, anything positive, the moment one of them steps out and literally risks their life, just so you know, the industry is about to come after him in a major way. I hope you understand this. Stop thinking emotionally and think mathematically. Think militarily, think strategically. You don't have time to be emotional today. Emotions will get you killed. Understand that, please. So, the Childish Gambino video was a beautiful, near masterpiece. The only thing he left out was saying Farrakhan. All he had to do was say Farrakhan or something. Put a picture of Farrakhan in it, put the minister's voice in. That's the only thing he didn't do. So I can see what he did. He opened up the video by talking about get your money, get your money, get your money. Then he went into the fact of, guess what? Executing a prisoner? That was quite bold. Do you know what he did? He focused on America executing prisoners domestically. That's against the Geneva Convention. Look up the Geneva Convention. That is against that's against domestic law. That's against international law. You do not execute prisoners. What are you doing? This is not a country based on principle. They are based on tyranny. They are based on bloodshed. They are based on how many people can I kill? How many leaders can I assassinate in other countries to create a CIA operative agent who I control to put him in the place of leadership over another country? So then I will have access and free reign and free authority to take everything from said country. You're not dealing with some little thing here. You are dealing with a government, a world based in death itself. So I do apologize if I'm not so focused on something as little as where a man is sticking his reproductive organ. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care. If some brothers don't want to be with a black woman, fine. You're demonstrating you are not strong enough to be with the struggle 100%, and that's okay. I respect you for bowing out gracefully, because not all of us is going to make it. Something some of us need to understand. Stop being so damn emotional. Some of us will not make it. Some of us will not. You need to get a grip and understand that. Artists are not the people who you should focus on for your self-worth. You must look at yourself. You must be the greatest example for yourself and your people. I have to be an example for you. I'm not going to be an example for just 1 or 2 or 3 people. I'm marrying a black woman. Why? Because that is the highest demonstration of your agreement with the struggle. Very simple. However, he did something that was within his power and his scope of ability, which is he did a video to bring awareness. I can respect that and salute to you for doing said act and said move in a video, because it takes a lot of courage. Now, next point here, just so we all know, if you're watching the NFL still, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little perspective for those of you who like to point at other people for being with someone white. Rizza, are you about to defend white people? Hell no. I don't need to defend white people. I need to support black people. Stop being emotional. Emotions will get you killed. Black women don't give a damn about men having emotions in the negative. You're missing the point. Black women need love today. Black men need love today. Children need love today. Families need love today. We need to come together. Simple. Black man with a black woman. Some of y'all be like, well, what about Mexicans? Anyone who is black, brown, red, or yellow, we are taught in the Nation of Islam, is a part of the original family. Blacks, Mexicans, which are a third African. A Mexican is a third African. 33.3% of the genetic deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA of a Mexican person, is African. That's why there were pyramids being built in Mexico at the same time while they were being built over in ancient Kemet or Egypt. You must understand this. Stop with the separation. All of the islanders, the Haitians, the Jamaicans, the Dominicans, the Puerto Ricans, they are a part of the original family. They all have African blood in them. So what, you gonna push all them out and just say that the brother over here in Compton, the brother in LA, the brother in New York? Yeah, we're at the bottom. We are the most original, yes, but we are not the only. It is us as a family, together. So let us cut that out and let us go on logic, actual facts. We don't deal in emotion. We deal in actual facts. So just to recount that really quick, black, brown, red, and yellow is a part of the original family. You don't have to agree with me. Those are the actual facts. Facts do not need your agreement in order for them to be actual facts. That is something I have come to understand. So number one, if you're married to a Mexican, that's part of the original family. And I know some of y'all gonna get mad at me. I don't care if you get mad at me. Your emotion will get you killed. Get a grip, because it's time. The number one that I will be with is a black woman, because she is at the bottom like me. So if you choose to be a black man and be with a black woman, just straight black, fine. A Mexican is part black or part African, fine. I can't hate on you, but I will tell you, black man and black woman, it is your time to come together. Find the love now, because you were the only group who 100%, not the only entirely, but the only one 100% who was not able to love one another. The only one 100% who was murdered for even smiling at one another. The only one who was 100%, if you showed any type of interest whatsoever, any love for that black woman, any care for that black woman, any anger when the slave master was whipping that black woman, you will be sold to an entirely different plantation. I don't know about you, but you have no damn right to tell me that I can't love that woman. You have no right. So all of you, I love everybody type of people, slow your roll. Slow down. When it comes to black folks, back up. Say that for everybody else, but everyone else was not completely destroyed like we were. I reserve the right to love a black woman, just like my mama, just like my father. So you can get the hell to step into the left and get away from me, because I will destroy you with actual facts. I love the black woman. I don't hate other women. Next point. As of right now, for those of you who want to know, you have something called HR 5663. House Representative Bill 5663. Here's some things we need to know about. Just some things we need to learn about right here. Childish Gambino's video was quite inspirational. But for those of us in the struggle, that video was only a reminder of why it is that we continue to fight. Sorry. The video was like, great. That's what we deal with every day. Unlike some of y'all who got all emotional, we deal with that every day. That's what we deal with. We are the cleanup crew. We are the soldiers in the street. You are too, once you get your mind right. We're not the only ones. Oh, and just for this point really quick, black is not a color. I'm going to say this really quick to my Moorish family. My Moorish family will say, brother, why do y'all keep saying black? Black is a part of the color code system developed by Karl von Linnaeus and Johann Friedrich Blumenbach. Yes, Johann Friedrich Blumenbach and Karl von Linnaeus. They created the color code system to separate man and the Caucasian and black and this. And brother and my sister, Islam to my Moorish family, number one, black is not a color. Black, as we are taught in the Nation of Islam, is the origin, the derivative from where all color comes. There would not be a brown man or woman. There would not be a red man and woman. There would not be a yellow man and woman. There would not be a white man and woman if not for the black man and woman. Facts, truth. And it may hurt your feelings, but damn it, I don't care, because facts don't care about your opinion nor your feelings. You must know the truth now so that you can come up out of this emotional stuff and be factual. Only. Science only. Facts, mathematics only. If you're with who you're with, that's your choice. But who I'm with in the future, who I will marry, will be a black woman. And guess what? That's okay. If you try to stop me from loving my black woman, you will be met with fire and fury. Step up off of me. Get your own. Have some damn integrity. Love a black woman openly. It is not white hate to have black love. Please understand this. Black love does not equal white hate. And I know I'm pressing this point, but I have to press this point because there are too many people who are so soft, Mickey Mouse and milk toast to say it. What is the problem with you? If you are with someone who is white, fine. Be with your white person. Have your integrity about it. Fine. Walk in your choice. But I'm not about to care for your decision over my decision. I have my personal decision for my nation. The Nation of Islam, we are pro-black, pro-original, pro-love. We are pro-love. If you choose to love who you love, fine. Yes, we're taught. If you happen to be in love with somebody and they're white and you say it's love, we ain't got no jurisdiction over that. I'm saying outside of the nation, if that's what you choose, you're one of our friends, you're outside the nation, you're like, Rizza, I'm sorry, man, am I going to go to hell because I'm with somebody white? No, you're not going to go to hell. You're just not 100% married to the struggle entirely. But love is what God is over, and we are not God. So if you say love is what I feel for this woman and she's white, then that is what you feel, and we have no jurisdiction over that. We have no right to say anything about that. We don't. Emotional people get mad over that. We don't. Walk in your love, brother. Because I would want you to respect me. I would want you to respect me for loving who I love. So if you say you doing your thing, fine. The struggle of our people has to do with our people, though. Always understand that. Next point. HR 5663. House Representative Bill 5663 is the Sanctuary Cities Bill. The Sanctuary Cities Bill. This has to do with my Mexican family primarily. Listen carefully to me. Sanctuary Cities Bill. For those of our brothers and sisters who are of the Chicano-Mexican background, Donald Trump, this bill passed so far in the House. It is now going before the Senate to be reviewed. This bill, H.R. 5663, will make it to where they're going to remove funding from sanctuary cities. What does that mean? It means that the money that they are giving to the cities that protect immigrants, they call them immigrants. To break this down really quick, a Mexican is an original American, along with a Jamaican, a Puerto Rican, a Haitian. According to the 1828 Noah Webster's Dictionary on the American language, an American is, quote, a member of the copper-colored people who are the original indigenous Americans, but now refers to the children of those Europeans who migrated here. End quote. An original American is me. It is you. It is Mexicans, Jamaicans, Dominicans, Haitians. That's according to the original codes of the United States of this country. We are the original owners, the Moorish people. This was called Tula. It was called Turtle Island. It was called Almorac. Know what you're dealing with. Know the facts. Stop finding ways to divide yourself from your own family. The moment you realize how much backup you really got, the government will back the hell up. But as long as you continue to be divided, you will be conquered. I'm done with being divided. I don't know about y'all. Sorry, but I'm done with the division. If you're a Native American, you cool with me. A Moorish American, you cool with me. Mexican, you cool with me. Jamaican, you cool with me. We are family. Facts, not fiction. I don't care for your emotions because facts don't give a damn about your emotions. Black folks are the most emotional because we have been the most emotionally destroyed. But we have to take away the emotion, only operate on actual facts, come together, pool our resources so that we can do something for ourselves. We need 8 to 10 states of this country. 8 to 10 states. We will start. What we want to start with is California. This is not something that I just made up. This is from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, from the Economic Blueprint. Over 100,000 acres of land as a start. As a start. Please understand. Independence is real. You have little Chinas, little Armenias, little Cambodias, Jewish districts in every damn downtown city in the country. They are separate but equal. Why can't we do the same? Why are you always focusing on who's married to who? I don't follow nor do I worship celebrities. They follow us. Listen again to what I just said. We don't follow celebrities. They follow us. You notice how they're becoming more conscious now? Well, think about this. Those of us who have been conscious, have been doing this work, they just stepped into the game. So while they're trying to catch up to us, we already pushing. Stop worshiping them. Start being the example for them. Next point. H.R. 5663, once again, sanctuary cities. They are going to take the money away from the sanctuary cities, and they are going to use that money from the government that we're supporting the sanctuary cities, supporting the Mexican brothers and sisters, and they're going to take that money and use it to build a wall or an additional wall near the border of Mexico. America ain't no joke. Donald Trump ain't no joke. Very carefully, everyone understand this. The European is the #1 immigrant on the planet. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. If you are with a white woman or a white man, don't get mad at me. I am not going to disrespect you. I am going to respect myself and my people, and I'm going to demonstrate respect to you. Because in the Nation of Islam, we are taught to argue in the best of manners. We will not disrespect you because we ourselves will not want to be dished out with or given or delivered with disrespect. The European is the #1 immigrant on the planet. Period. There is no such level, area, vicinity on this planet, on this earth, where a European can claim that they are indigenous to. No white man or woman can say they are indigenous to anywhere on this planet. The closest you can say is Europe, but even there you're not the indigenous because Europe was named after a Phoenician goddess, Europa. Europa, which were the Canaanites and the black people. These were Moors, original African people. So that's one point you need to understand. If you are Caucasian, I encourage you to research this so that you can understand why certain people of certain black African nationalities become angry or irritated when you tell them to go back home. When you are in America, a place that you took over. Let me give you a few more facts here. We are taught in the Nation of Islam that Europe was named after EU, meaning EU meaning hillsides and caves. Rope is the rope to bind in. It is the place where we ran the Caucasian into when he started to cause mischief in the shedding of blood among the righteous people. We ran them across the desert into the hills and cave sides of Europe. That is where they were. There is a reason why they are called Caucasians. I am not being disrespectful. I am educating you. They are called Caucasians because they were ran into the southern eastern or southern western parts of Asia. Caucasian, Caucasus Mountains, the Caucasus Mountains. That's why you're named Caucasian. The Flintstones told the truth of who the real Caucasians and cavemen were. It was white people. They ate raw meat. You eat raw meat today. They slept with the dog. You sleep with your dog today. I can go on and on and on. Chapter 18 in the Holy Quran is titled People of the Cave, and it goes over your history quite well. Moses was sent not to just some people to bring the 10 Commandments. He was sent to the Caucasian primarily to give them the 10 Commandments and the law because they deviated from the law. Now, I'm not going to go into the Bible because a lot of y'all don't believe in that, but I don't care because facts are facts. The Bible was taken primarily out of the book of Proverbs. That book was taken out of the book of the dead. Different parts of the Bible were taken out of tons of the ancient scripts and ancient Kemet. Some of the Bible is based in facts. Some of it is based in facts. Some of it is based in facts. I will not give you nothing but actual facts because that is what we're taught in the Nation of Islam to give, which is actual facts. Next point. In America, America was named after Amerigo Vespucci. Please write this down, and if you are not recording this live, I pray you start recording now. America was named after an Italian. Share this out, family. Share this out. America was named after an Italian by the name of Amerigo Vespucci. Amerigo Vespucci. Amerigo Vespucci was then named after, prior to that, an 11th century Hungarian saint, Saint Americ. Saint Americ. They named this land after him. Amerigo Vespucci named this land after him. Christopher Columbus, also known as Cristobal Colón, never even set foot on this land. Cristobal Colón named certain parts. Colombia was named after him. He was looking for India. He was looking for India. He was broke. This is the hidden history, which is not really hidden. You need to go and read the diaries of Cristobal Colón, also known as Christopher Columbus. Him and his son Diego were broke, and they needed funding to go on this voyage. So King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella in 1492, after they pushed the last Moorish king Boadu out of Grenada, when the Moors went and civilized the Caucasian from the year 710 to 1492, where we taught them how to read, we taught them how to bathe, we gave them soap, we gave them medicine, the first schools, the University of Salamanca, all of this, we gave them so much. You have to understand what you're dealing with here. So once you go through all of that, Christopher Columbus came to this land and he never really stepped foot on this land. Yes, there are Moors on the ships who showed him how to get here because he didn't know where he was going. He was trying to get to India. So he landed in this area and he started calling the people Indians because he was trying to get to India. He didn't ask them, who are you? What do you call this land? Any of that. He just started calling them names and naming them things because that's what Caucasians do. They name stuff. They don't ask people. I'm not generalizing. This is the history. This is the fact. Non-emotional. So my point in saying all of that is the original Americans are us. The Moorish, Asiatic, indigenous, aboriginal people are the true Americans. Period. The European is the #1 biggest immigrant on the planet. I'm making these facts so that we can understand that the Senate, the House Representative bill that Congress just proposed, H.R. 5663 Sanctuary Cities Bill is going to take money away from supporting the Mexican brothers and sisters who rightfully live here, and it's going to take that money and go towards building a wall to keep Mexicans out of their own home. Okay, that's something you might want to focus on other than Childish Gambino. Another thing, H.R. 353, House Representative Bill. This one is very in particular, and all black folks specifically should be listening to this. This bill is going to hit you in your neck real hard. House Representative Bill 353, the defunding of Planned Parenthood bill. Listen carefully. H.R. 353, they are now pushing since January the 6th to defund, take the funding away from Planned Parenthood. This is a very good thing. Number one, they control, they meaning this government, they meaning the industry, they meaning movies, they meaning the fashion industry, they meaning the food and drug industry, control our lower desires. They control you through your penis, your vagina, they control you. And they make you an over-sexualized people so that they may kill you. So they are defunding Planned Parenthood because Planned Parenthood, many of our black sisters have gotten so many abortions. You have aborted over 3 million black people. You have aborted. Okay, now don't get mad at me. For many sisters and many brothers, many sisters who went and received an abortion, I am not in any way going to come down on you because, sister, let me say this to you. I understand. Some sisters were raped. Some sisters were molested and raped. Grown women were... Focus on the proper thing. A lot of sisters were raped and they did not have a choice. And they said, I cannot have a baby by this monster because he raped me. So they chose to kill the child because that child would remind them of the man that raped them. You need to understand something here. When you are talking and pointing fingers at white women and black women and white men and black men, it's like, listen, you need to know what you're dealing with. The focus is we have to separate into a land, state, and territory of our own. We must get our own banks. We must have our own grocery stores. We must have our own hospitals. We must have our own seaports. We must have our own airports. We must have our own restaurants. We must have our own everything. You cannot focus on everybody else. You must focus on your people being free like everybody else's people are free. Don't talk about the Chinese because the Chinese have their own things. Don't talk about the Jews because the Jews got their own things. But however, they primarily got their own things by subjugating us and suppressing us. That's why we talk about them. But you must focus on the independence of your own damn people. In order for you to become respected, you will only be respected as long as you are fighting for your own people, because people respect those who love and accept their own. Nobody respects someone who doesn't accept and help their own people. No one respects you. All you want to do is fight for everybody else's damn cause and you don't want to fight for your own. How will I know that you're going to try to really help me with my cause and you not helping your own people with theirs? You sound fake. You sound fake to me. Mexicans and black folks, we were fighting together. We need to go back to that. So as I said, House Representative Bill 353 is defunding Planned Parenthood. Good. They need to, because now we have to become more responsible with our sexual appetite. Over 3 million black babies were aborted. As of right now, that's a good thing for this government. Why? Because white people, according to the United States Census Bureau, write this down, record it, write it down, share it out. I don't want to waste all my breath and my time, but I will do it because I love my people, because that's what we do. We are trained by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to give you the truth. That's what we're going to keep doing. But write it down, please. I got a couple more minutes. Planned Parenthood, according to the House Representative Bill 353, is being defunded. As of right now, according to the United States Census Bureau, there are more white people who are dying than are being born. Let me say this again. According to the United States Census Bureau, there are more white people dying than are being born. What does this mean? That means for every one white child that is born, 2 are dying. For every 2 white children that are born, 4 are dying. For every 4 white children that are being born, 8 are dying. More are dying than are being born. They have fertility clinics in white communities, upscale communities that have lots of money, and they have abortion clinics in black and brown and impoverished communities. Listen to that. They are not having enough children, but we are quite fertile. We are the ones birthing children constantly. The women are fertile. The women are fertile. The men are fertile. We are having children over and over and over. So what did the United States Census Bureau say? Look up these numbers and fact check me. They stated in 2012 or 2013 that by the year 2050, they said this will be a majority brown country. A couple years later, I believe in 2016 or 2017, they switched the numbers up. They said, no. By the year 2032, they brought it back 18 years. They said, no. Not by the year 2050, by the year 2032, this will be a majority brown country. Why is that? Because more white people are dying than are being born. Black folks make up an estimated 13 to 14% of the population, but we are dying faster than anyone else. A black man, woman, or child is murdered by the police right now every 8 hours in America, according to CNN. You have no right, you have no damn right to focus on anybody else other than your own right now. You can help others every now and then. That is perfectly fine. I do the same. I fight for human rights. Yes, I do. However, I am a human being first because I'm a black man first. And a black man is the original man. We are taught that the Asiatic black man, who's the original man? He is the Asiatic, meaning man of this body of land, because the entire planet was called Asia, meaning body of land. The Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. You don't have to agree with me. Those are the actual facts. Define the words and you will see them to be absolutely true, and we can prove them in no limit of time. Focus on your own, because your own are the ones who need the most focus. You have to focus on your own because they need the most focus. We need help, but we need help from our own. Next thing, breeding farms. Before I go into that, there is a homosexual agenda being pushed as of right now and has been being pushed for quite some time. Something you have to understand, brothers and sisters, we are being strategically eliminated. Manhood is being eliminated because when you have strong men, you have strong children. I'll say that again. When you have strong women, you have strong children as well. However, the father is the one created for the discipline. The woman is the one created for the nurturing. Her nature is to nurture. Our nature is to discipline. We work hand in hand together. Man and woman are twin sides of the Creator, the masculine and the feminine. We were created in pairs. The Holy Quran says that Allah created everything in pairs. Science says that everything was created in pairs. I cannot have a child with another man, therefore I have no use with being with another damn man. I don't care how much you say it is love. Love is an action, it is a verb, it is not a noun. Love is an action, it is a verb. Love is demonstrated through reproduction. You cannot tell me that being with another man is productive and that it is love. Why? Because there is no product from it. I cannot say I love black people and I'm with another man. Why? Because I will no longer duplicate another black person. Therefore, I am perpetuating depopulation among black people. So I'm not attacking anyone if they're homosexual. However, I have to make it very clear to you and me that homosexuality is not native, it is not natural to you as a black, African, Aboriginal, Indigenous, Asiatic person. It has nothing to do with our culture. It comes with Greco-Roman, Greek, and Roman culture. Homosexuality comes from Greco-Roman culture, Greek, and Roman culture. Homosexuality is based in something called pederasty. Pederasty. Write that down. Pederasty. Once again, I'm not attacking my brothers and sisters who are homosexual. We love you very much. This has nothing to do with passing judgment because only Allah, God, can judge. We're not judging you. However, we give actual facts. Please listen to what I'm saying. The Childish Gambino video opened up a lot of things. So on this portion here, homosexuality came from Greco-Roman culture, not African culture. There is no such thing as proof of African people being homosexual as a culture. Individuals would do all kinds of things, certain individuals, but as a culture, that was not pushed. Greco-Roman culture, then it comes from something called pederasty. What is pederasty? Pederasty in Greek is a system of boy loving. boy loving. Why? Because in the Roman church, even to this day, they believe that it is a sin to lay with a woman, that the woman is unclean and she is filthy. She's disgusting. So the woman should not be touched, but men we can have sex with. Hence why the Catholic Church today is facing over 2,000 cases of pedophilia. Listen to the facts. I'm not giving no emotion, I'm giving actual facts. So the music industry today is pushing the homosexual agenda. Why? Because that is another way to slow down the population growth of black and brown people. Why? Because the United States Census Bureau stated that by the year 2032 that America will be a majority brown country. Why? Because white people, according to the United States Census Bureau, once again, not the Nation of Islam, not other black folks, the United States Census Bureau, a Jewish supported white-owned organization states that the majority of this country will be brown, not white. So what is that? They are afraid. So they have to find different ways to depopulate, slow down the population of black and brown people in order to prevent the takeover in their mind of the black and brown people over the white race. Even though we are not here to take over no goddamn body, we are taking back what is ours. You don't take something over when it originally belonged to you in the first place. Facts. So, pederasty is what homosexuality is, but in the music, they are pushing homosexuality. Case in point, A$AP Rocky just debuted a big purse on his arm. A big purse on his arm. What is my point? What are you encouraging people to do, A$AP Rocky? Once again, we don't worship celebrities. Status means not a damn thing to us. If you're not out here doing the work for the people, I don't care how much money you think you got. If you ain't got the knowledge, if you don't have the muscle, if you don't have the heart and the Good job, Instagram. Good job. Thank you for allowing me to go that long. Thank you for allowing me to go that long, Instagram. I appreciate that. Instagram, you allowed your brother to go that far. I appreciate that, Instagram. Thank you. Thank you very much. You allowed me to go that long. I do appreciate such. I'm going to continue dropping the facts, though, so feel free to cut me off again because the people are going to continue receiving the facts. So everyone wave at Instagram. Wave at Instagram, wave at the administrators of Instagram because they think they're going to continue to shut us down, but it ain't going to happen. So wave at them. Thank you very much for cutting me off because all you did was you fanned my damn flame even more. Let's go back with the facts. Point number one, pederasty is something that comes from Greco-Roman culture. It is called man-boy loving. Man-boy loving. Pederasty, write that down. Pederasty, write that down. I'm going to give you the local term for boy loving. Local term for boy loving, it is called pedophilia, where, as I said before, in the Catholic Church, they believe that laying with a woman is evil, it is sin, it is disgusting, and that the woman is unclean. Case in point, in the Bible, in the book of Leviticus, mind you, this is in the King James Bible. Remember, King James was a homosexual. King James didn't like women. King James, here's my case in point. King James wrote, he had 47 to 52 scholars who helped him to write the Bible, including William Shakespeare. That is an actual fact. But in that Bible, in the book of Leviticus, a woman is unclean 3 times as long after she has a female child versus if she has a male child. So if she has a male child, she is only unclean, I believe it says, for 20 or 30 days. But if she has a female child, she's unclean for 60 days because they don't like women. Catholic Church, they don't believe that they can lay with a woman, so therefore they lay with boys. Why? Because the Romans would lay with one another. Why? Because during Valentine's Day and Easter and all of these holy holidays, they would have sex with one another, men with men, men with boys. This has nothing to do with black culture, has nothing to do with African, Asiatic, Aboriginal, indigenous culture. It has all to do with Greco-Roman, European, ancient European culture right after they came out of the hills and cave sides of Europe. Do not get angry with me. Study, become wise. Understand that right now the agenda is the National Security Study Memorandum 200. National Security Study Memorandum 200. Who wrote this? Dr. Henry Kissinger, the 32nd Secretary of State under President Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford, who wrote, quote, "Depopulation should be the highest priority of U.S. foreign policy towards the third world," end quote. Why did he say that? Because black people, original Asiatic people across this planet collectively outnumber the Caucasian 11-1. I will say that again. There is no such thing as a minority when it comes to being black, brown, red, or yellow. The only minority is the Caucasian on the planet. Change your damn mind. The Caucasian is outnumbered 11-1 on the planet. Not a bad thing. Simply a fact. Not a bad thing. Simply a fact. Once again, not a bad thing. Simply a fact. We do not hate white people. You can't hate anything that you understand. You cannot be the adverse effect of anything you understand. I understand white people, so therefore, there's no reason to fear you. There's no reason to hate you. You are who you are. You are what you are. I don't hate you. I love my people. Simple. Yes, Asiatic. Asiatic is referencing Asia. Asia, the entire planet, at one point was called Asia, meaning body of land. That's before the term Israel. It's before the term Israel. Asia. So Asiatic means this man of this body of land. All right? Black does not mean a color. Black means original. Okay? So, next point. We talked about the original Americans, the islanders, Jamaicans, Haitians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, which are a third African genetically. Pyramids were being built in Mexico at the same time where they were being built in Africa, also known as the specific part that you call Egypt, which is a Greek word which came from Egypt, which is short for Egypt, which is short for Egupitos, which came from Hekupita, ancient Kemet, land of burnt faces, land of black faces. That is where pyramids are being built. Oh, guess what? In Japan, pyramids were being built over there as well. Why? Because the Japanese are original people who were created when South or North Koreans brought Ethiopians onto the island, and they mixed with the people there who were called the Ainu people. Ainu people who were very dark, people with big afros. African people. Pyramids were there being built as well. Pyramids were being built all throughout America. There are pyramids all across America, just so you know. Pyramids all across the planet, just so you know. We are the original people. I've been to Japan myself, Taipei, Japan specifically. I've been to China, Kowloon, and Hong Kong. I've seen them. I've met with them. I know what I'm talking about. These are only actual facts and they stand true. We can prove them in no limit of time. Next point. We went over interracial marriages at the beginning. Instagram deleted my video. I pray everyone recorded that. Everyone go check out the movie Melanin Code. Melanin Code. Go check it out. From my understanding, the administrators and the producers of Melanin Code said that they would like me to be in their next documentary. I am honored to serve and do that. I am terrifically honored to do such a thing. Next point. We in the Nation of Islam believe many things, but one thing that we do not teach is to go off of emotion. We don't teach to go off of emotion. So any of you who watched the Childish Gambino video understand he was talking about, number one, America pushing money over God. Money over God. Money over God. Number one. Number two, he was pushing Jim Crow, something I didn't mention earlier. Jim Crow, 1877. Remember, during Reconstruction from 1865 to 1877, you know, when we were freed in 1865 by Abraham Lincoln, who was a president of the United States, who happened to be a Moor, by the way. His mother was a Moor. He was a black man, partially half black, which is why during his campaign when he was running for the presidency, they called him Abraham Africanus to try to slander his name, to cut his chances at becoming president. Did you know that? That's why they put his face on the penny. That's why they hated him so much. It's not because he freed black folks. It's because the North and the South, he was trying to preserve the Union. He didn't give a damn about black folks. He really didn't. He tried to preserve the Union. He said, if I could keep the black folks or the Negroes enslaved and preserve the Union, I would do that. Those were his words exactly. We were never freed. Emancipation is not freedom. Emancipation means I free you from my hand, but not from my control. Emancipation is not freedom. Hence why we are still under the slave codes. We are still under the black codes. We are still under the slave codes. We are still under the meritorious manumission law, where a black man can snitch on another black person and be rewarded for it. Think about black police officers. Childish Gambino depicted America assassinating prisoners. Think about that. That is a violation of the Geneva Convention. Geneva Convention with a G. G-E-N. Geneva. Look that up. He also depicted Jim Crow, the dancing when white people would make fun of black people by dressing with blackface. They would put black paint on their face, and they would be in theater productions, and they would dance and make fun of black people and sing and dance and shuck and jive and do all of that. He was depicting Jim Crow, and he said, get your money, make your money, black man, make your money, make your money. He went and shot up church members. He shot 10 people. There were 10 people that he shot. Weren't there 10 people at, I believe, Charleston? Were there not 10 people at the Charleston massacre? He was on point. He was depicting how America would allow you to slaughter people, and guess what? Every time he murdered someone, remember, the gun was handed over to somebody in a blanket. They took so much care of the gun because America worships the gun. America loves the gun. The gun is America's baby. America's baby is the gun. But every time he murdered black folks, the police didn't stop him. Think about that as well. Another key point that he showed and depicted was him dancing as an African American with Africans. And he was doing the native dances with the Africans, showing and demonstrating that we must come together. Africa and America must unite as one. Africa and America must unite as one. Listen carefully. Africa and America must unite as one. Listen. Africa and America must unite as one, meaning the blacks in America must unite with the blacks or the Africans in Africa on the continent. It has to happen now because we don't have a choice. Next point that he made was he showed death riding on a pale or white horse. Book of Revelations, 6th chapter, 8th verse. Book of Revelations, 6th chapter, 8th verse. For those of you who don't give a damn about the Bible, fine, I don't care. Look up the actual facts. Book of Revelations, 6th chapter, 8th verse, it says, and the pale or white horse went out, and death followed closely, death was its rider, and hell followed closely behind it. What does that mean? He showed a white horse with a rider riding, and behind the horse were police cars. Why? Because everywhere the police go, when it comes to being black and original Asiatic people, they murder us almost 9 out of 10 times. Book of Revelations, 6th chapter, 8th verse. After he did that, he demonstrated so much. And the only thing you could focus on was that he's married to a white woman? Look how sick we are sometimes. Damn. If you want freedom, you need to stop having so much emotion involved. If you want it. If you don't want freedom, fine. Continue to focus on the wrong thing. But you need to shut your emotions down and open up your third eye, your higher level of consciousness. Or married or not married. He's with a white woman. Who cares? That's my point. Who cares? You don't have enough land to say nothing to nobody. You don't have enough schools to say nothing to nobody. You don't have enough businesses to say anything to anybody. You don't have enough anything to say anything to anybody. So why in the hell are you talking about someone else's marriage or relationship? Okay, great. He's married to a white person or he's with a white person. But guess what he did? He demonstrated that he has enough blackness in him to show that there is too much hypocrisy, injustice, death, and destruction coming to black people. And he's not okay with that. So he decided to depict it. He stepped out on courage. And he said, I'm about to put this out in this video because videos are powerful because the mind operates under pictures. And if I get this to be injected into my people's minds, maybe they will stand up and do something for themselves and stop begging others to do things for them. I gotta respect such a move. I don't worship no damn celebrity. The only celebrity that I feel is a celebrity, someone who should be celebrated, is someone who has done enough work to fight and bring about the resurrection and the freedom, justice, and equality of our people. That person who I will celebrate like that is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Ain't nobody bigger than him to me outside of Allah and the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Sorry. And I love all of our leaders. Everybody from Marcus Garvey all the way up. All of them. We love all of them. Those are my celebrities. I don't give a damn about nobody smoking, drinking, talking about pop this pill, drink this. You know, dude, you ain't no damn celebrity to me. You are a joke to me. I love you. I gotta help you because you're out of your damn mind. You're out of your mind. You're still pushing the same alcohol that was used to kill off the Native American brothers. You're still pushing the same drugs that were used to kill you and your family. You're still pushing the same goddamn thing that was used to enslave you mentally and physically and emotionally. And you think I'm going to applaud you? No. Love Tupac. Of course I love Tupac. What you talking about? So therefore, no. I will not in any way capitulate to insanity. Neither should you. Focus on the proper thing. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. Family first. Nation second. Family, nation. Family, nation. Stop focusing on everything else. Love Mozzie. And I'm going to say this to y'all. Just because we do not agree with everything that our brothers and sisters do who are rappers and artists does not mean we do not acknowledge them for the effort to do something good. Always acknowledge someone for doing the right thing. Acknowledge them. Absolutely acknowledge them. From Snoop Dogg, all of the ones that you see me roll with, who I know personally and who I love very much. I love Snoop. That's a good brother. He's a good brother. I don't care what anyone has to say about Snoop. I don't care what anyone has to say about Mozzie. I don't care what anyone has to say about Game. I can go down the list. I know them personally. These are good brothers. And all the good that they do, I salute. And you should salute the good that people do. When they do the bad, you should correct them. I hit up Snoop. Hey, what's going on, bro? Brother. I hit up hey, brother Mozzie, all right? That's our job as their brothers, to keep them. We are our brother's keeper. My point is, when someone is doing something good, you acknowledge them. And even when they're doing bad, you check them in private. DM them. Don't be all over their damn comments acting like you fighting for the people. You're not fighting for the damn people, sitting there trying to publicly humiliate your own brothers and sisters in front of the enemy on the enemy's network. Instagram is their network. Twitter is their network. Facebook is their network. And all you doing is talking about them negatively when they do one bad thing. 2 or 3 bad things. But you don't acknowledge them when they do the good. You're a hypocrite. And you are not for the resurrection or the rise of the people as long as you're always tearing down your own people. Stop it. Stop it. And don't ever come on none of my posts unless you get your damn weight up. I've been at this for over 16 years in my personal life. Sit down. Get out, do the work. Then you can talk. But until then, don't come on nobody's post who's really doing this work, because we don't care about what you think. We care about what you do. Women don't listen to words anymore. Follow actions. Watch what the men do. Brothers, if you want a woman, earn her. Do action. No more talk. Action. No more talk. The enemy's watching us. He ain't listening like that. Not entirely. He's watching. He's watching us. That's why you got over 315 people watching right now. Why? Because they hear truth. And you need to hear the same truth, and you need to be spreading the same truth. Do what is best for the family, for the children, for your nation. And never bow down to anybody who sits here and says, why are you so black this? All lives matter. Shut your damn mouth. All lives will not matter as long as the original life that produced all life ceases to matter. You will only be able to say all lives matter as long as you say black lives matter. And black lives will only matter as long as they matter to black people first. There would be no other life outside of black life. All life coming from the black man and woman, and you don't have to debate that. You need to live it. So saying black lives matter is saying all lives matter. Get your damn mind right. Truth, facts only. Get it together. Nation, family, it's time to separate into a state or territory of our own, and this is our right. It's our right, and it is all right. It is okay. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. So, I pray I said something to help us to understand that as of right now, we don't have the authority, we don't have the time. It is not our place to sit here and focus on everybody else and point fingers at everyone else. There's no such thing as racism when it comes to black folk, because we don't control the resources of any nation. We don't control where any white folk go. We can say whatever we want to say about white people, but we don't control where they sleep. We don't control where they work. We don't control where they go to school. We don't control where they make money, get money, earn money, nothing. We are followers of Farrakhan. We are followers of the truth. You ain't got to agree with the Nation of Islam, but you will respect the Nation of Islam, because we have done so much work to earn the respect of the people. And I don't care what you think. I don't care how many YouTube videos you watched. Nearly 100 years under the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and all of his work. And his work came on the back of the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. And his work came off the back from everybody all the way back to Shaka Zulu. And therefore, and more and more and more. We have to continue to take the work, go to the next level, and bring our people into freedom, justice, and equality. There's no more time for talking, so stop doing it. Promote what you're doing for the struggle so that it will no longer be a struggle. All praise is due to Allah. If you would like to donate, family, for any of the facts and all of the different things that I've given you tonight, any truth that I've given you tonight that you wrote down, that you recorded from the first video or this one, Cash App, Rizza Islam, I definitely appreciate it. If you would like to book me to speak, I do interviews, telephone interviews, radio, I've done plenty of those, video, done plenty of those. If you'd like to book me to speak in a different state, I do that all the time. Different countries, I have about 3 or 4 right now that would like me to come and speak in other countries that they are working on. RizzaIslam.com, book me to speak. RizzaIslam.com. If you would like to join the Nation of Islam, if you would like to come and learn more from the Nation of Islam, go to my last post. I'm going to make a post after this live video. I want you to go on that post, tell me what you learned, what you appreciated about this video, and I want you to type in your city and state on the next post that I'm going to post, the city and state that you are from, and someone from the Nation of Islam will give you the address. They would DM you, give you the address to the mosque, and I want you to let them know you are my guest. You are my VIP guest at your first, second, and or third Nation of Islam meeting in your respective city, in your state, or your country where you are. Tell them that Brother Rizza Islam sent you. RizzaIslam.com to book me to speak. Cash App, Rizza Islam, if you would like to donate for all of the truth that you received, the solutions that you received, the information that you received. Yes, Noble Drew Ali as well. May Allah be pleased with him. All of them. All of them. We pay honor to all of them. I love them all. Brother Malcolm X, love him. Dr. Khaled, love him. All of them. You're not going to get us to divide from our own people. We love them, period. So much love, family. Truly appreciate you. Share this out. RizzaIslam.com to book me to speak. Cash App, Rizza Islam to donate. Definitely helps.